What you're looking at is Typhoon Neoguri, the latest typhoon out here in the western Pacific Basin. Good morning everyone, here's our latest update on this system. This Saturday morning, July 5th, 2014. So here we are, Typhoon Neoguri, Category 1 intensity right now, located 500 kilometers north of Yap, or about 680 kilometers west-northwest of Guam. Maximum sustained winds are at 120 kilometers per hour with gusts of up to 150 according to Joint Typhoon Warning Center. Now, the Japan Meteorological Agency, or the JMA, slightly higher wind estimates 130 kilometers per hour according to the Japanese Weather Agency. The system is currently moving northwestward at a speed of 25 kilometers per hour. You can see in this latest visible satellite image as the morning breaks across the region here. You can see how massive this system is. You can see the Mariana Islands to the east of the system. You have the island of Yap, Palau, and you can also see eastern Philippines. You have the island of Mindanao starting to come into view. Again, you can see how large the system is. Central dense overcast. The eye is still not that clear, but it's becoming more discernible on satellite and will continue to clear out as the system just begins to what we think is an explosive deepening over the next 24 to 48 hours. And just looking at the infrared loop here, again you can see the cold cloud tops surrounding the center of circulation here. Gray means very cold cloud tops, which indicate intense convection forming in and around the periphery. It has also been expanding over the past 6 to 12 hours, which is again an indication of the continued intensification of the system. You can also see the outflow to the north. Actually, the system is having excellent radial outflow, helping the system to ventilate and again provide a favorable exhaust for this system. No hint of dry air whatsoever, and sea surface temperatures across the Philippines here just very warm, and having that high ocean heat content needed for rapid deepening and perhaps even rapid intensification over the next 2 days here. Another image that we have here is the microwave image used at weather forecasting, used by many agencies, especially in tropical cyclone forecasting, as it basically what it does is it takes a look inside the cloud canopy, some kind of an X-ray, and is a very good tool to analyze the structure, the inner core of developing tropical cyclones. And as we can see here with Neoguri, you can see that eye wall continuing to tighten and really strengthen. It's still not as symmetric and not as tight, and still not as strong, especially on the southwestern periphery, but still it has massively improved over the past 12 to 24 hours. And as we have been saying in the beginning of this video, expect the system to just really take advantage of that favorable conditions out here in the region. So we expect Neoguri to just continue intensifying over the next few days out in this week. Now, we are pretty much confident that Neoguri will continue intensifying, but what about the track? The system right now is being steered by a subtropical ridge located in the North Pacific, and as you can see in this forecast, the computer models are in pretty good agreement as to where Neoguri will head next, which is good to see because it gives us more confidence in the forecast track. And as you can see, the cluster is taking this cyclone northwestward, entering the Philippine area of responsibility perhaps later tonight or maybe tomorrow morning, but it won't be impacting directly the country. Southwest monsoon, it may enhance and will bring some scattered showers across parts of the country here, but for the most part, the Philippines should be clear of any damaging impacts from this storm. However, that is not the case for parts of Japan and especially Okinawa and the rest of the Ryukyu Islands In fact, the cluster is taking Neoguri right into Naha and parts of, again, the Japanese islands here. Beginning perhaps Tuesday, expect the impacts to be felt and will last into Wednesday. In fact, let's focus on the GFS model here. This is from tropicaltidbits.com, and this is on Tuesday, early Tuesday morning, around dawn by Japan time. And as you can see, by that time you expect Neoguri to be just south of Okinawa. This is based off of the GFS model. As you can see, the system takes it right into Naha and Okinawa Island and impacting parts of Maami and the rest of the Ryukyu Islands. And then as we head into Tuesday afternoon, evening, and into Wednesday morning, the system weakens slightly but still maintaining a strong typhoon intensity as it moves into the island of Kyushu and perhaps impacting more areas out here in mainland Japan, including the island of Shikoku and even into Honshu as you move into the late next week. And that output by the computer models are being echoed by the forecasting agencies in the region. We have here the Joint Typhoon Warning Center pretty much showing the same thing as what the GFS just showed. Again, taking Neoguri right into the island of Okinawa, moving northward and perhaps making another landfall in the island of Kyushu. Joint Typhoon Warning Center really aggressive with their forecasting in terms of the intensity, expecting Neoguri to reach high-end Category 4, maybe even Super Typhoon strength as we move into late Monday morning, late Monday evening into early Tuesday morning. Again, that is the same timeline that we're expecting for Okinawa to begin feeling the impacts of this storm. So if you are living in one of these islands, and even if in mainland Japan, please continue to monitor the progress and developments of this typhoon. And finally, we have the Japan Meteorological Agency's official 5-day track forecast for Neoguri. Again, they are the official agency out here in the region, and also the official agency for weather forecasting out here in Japan. So again, if you are living in these areas mentioned, please make sure to follow the forecasts and warnings of your local officials. And again, as we've been saying all along, JMA agreeing with what the consensus is showing for this storm, slightly taking a more easterly track, putting the center of the storm just east of the island, but still strong typhoon force winds and heavy rains and rough waves all across the region will be felt again beginning Tuesday morning and into Wednesday evening. Even Monday evening, we could start seeing some impacts from the outer rain bands and breezy winds brought about by this very large system. But that is all for our update this morning. Be sure to check out our website, westernpacificweather.com, and our blog, and also make sure to follow our Facebook page, and don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel. We will continue to post updates throughout the weekend on development of the system. Hopefully we will get more data and more confidence in the forecast as we move into the next 2 days here. Stay safe and see you on our next update.